Our story begins on Wednesday, the 28th of August 1833, when slavery was abolished everywhere, except in territories ruled by the East India Company. It was then that an Irish doctor, named William Brooke O'Shaughnessy, decided that the world was porous and riddled with invisible arteries that only he could see. Even as slave owners were being paid compensation, as if freedom was an infringement that had to be reparated, William. Yes, and propelled by such sanguine visions, he percolated into Hindustan, soaking through barriers of Bengal and Orissa as an assistant surgeon, seeping into Bihar as an opium merchant, diffusing across the Malwa landscape. Yes, I am getting to that. 10 years into this project, William O'Shaughnessy. But O'Shaughnessy, to whom the world was porous regardless of where he might be, could see naught but fissures and crevices in this land, holes in the earth that leaked its minerals like open wounds. Indeed, rich were the mines, but the verdant find was located in that. With possession of the mines now secure, William O'Shaughnessy embarked upon the. Of what use are exact dates and years? Does it not suffice to say that the mines, which were as yet shallow, only about 30 feet deep, had already begun to yield great numbers of telephones, some small and delicate, and some observation decks and elevator shafts were built. Great rotating wheels were erected to pump air into the mines. For one whole week, a train of camels. Yes, the people, the well mining crews from Srinagar and Burma, from Ceylon and Hampi and Kadirmuga, started to descend upon the settlement, and were readily hired. Abutting their mine shaft. William O'Shaughnessy, who was appointed Director General of Telegraphs for his discovery of the Bakelite pits, received a knighthood in 1866 for the telephone mines. And though he left the town a little after its founding, he gave a name to the settlement, calling it Telephone Nagar. And with newfound prosperity, there appeared like a tide of locusts hordes of officers and revenue. This new and formless settlement attracted them, this absence. Perhaps they were foolish. But remark these men, for they are. Yes, Iqbal the barrister. Perhaps it was the emptiness of this hall when the rest of the town was crowded. But something gave Iqbal room to ponder. Why was the telephone mined in only a single language? Indeed, and in the presence of such history, Iqbal found it. Reticent though he was, word of Iqbal's experiments percolated through the. Yes, it does. And at Telephone Nagar, this violence erupted when Iqbal proclaimed that he had perfected the first Urdu telephone, and that the next day, with forced joviality, lest the horror of their crime be made apparent. The sight of Iqbal animated the memory of his murder. The records room was boarded up, though no one remarked upon the folly of entombing a ghost. People were prosecuted. I do not know, Sahib. All I can recall is Iqbal also awaited a phone call, in the empty town of Telephone Nagar, that he too awaited a release from this purgatory that was to be heralded by a ringing, to which he would say, Our story begins on Wednesday, the 28th of August. Yes, and propelled by such sanguine visions, he percolated in. Yes, I am getting to that. But O'Shaughnessy, to whom the world was poorest regardless of